Hi guys, it's Marc Zicree, Mr. Sci-Fi! This is the Sci-Fi channel, the Mr. Sci-Fi channel. Subscribe, like it, share it, comment, etc., etc. We're going to be doing a lot of these videos about science fiction. Yesterday we talked about why science fiction matters. Today we're going to be talking about why quality matters. Now, it's a very propitious time for me. I'm sitting here in Beverly Hills, but tomorrow, first thing, I'm driving down to the San Diego Comic-Con, where we have a big panel and a signing for Space Command, the series of films I'm writing, producing, and directing. And we're in the middle of shooting the first film. We shot 45 minutes of it. We're shooting the rest in a few weeks with Doug Jones and Bob Picardo and a whole cast of wonderful people, Mira Furlan and Bill Mumy from Babylon 5, etc., etc., etc. And so, you know, we're getting a new trailer ready. We're going to be showing an entire scene from the film. We're going to be giving out posters. It's very exciting for us. And I've been thinking a lot about quality because people are saying, well, why is the film taking a while to make? And I've been answering our backers and the people who have been buying investment shares in Space Command and underwriting us so that our audience basically can pay for the films so we can go to the studios and networks when we need distribution, but not dance to their tune in terms of content, which is very, very important because obviously they want a very dark kind of television now, which is not the kind of TV I want to make. So in terms of quality, you know, what I learned from Star Trek and Twilight Zone and Outer Limits, and also, you know, the books of Ray Bradbury and Heinlein and Asimov, is that quality matters. And it's not an accident when you get quality. It's by design. You basically set a very high bar, and then you work hard to reach it, or to aspire to it at the very least. And it becomes the question of what quality is in terms of science fiction and in terms of everything. And, of course, that's a personal opinion. And it varies from person to person depending on their background and their tastes. But better is better. And I think there's several things, speaking as a writer, that make for quality. First of all, there's a series of questions you ask yourself and people you look to who are inspiration. So, for instance, Harlan Ellison tells a great story about, he wrote City on the Edge of Forever, which in my opinion is the best Star Trek episode ever written by anybody. And it was totally unique. It was a wonderful piece of work. No one had ever done anything like it before. You know, Kirk basically arranges for the woman he's fallen in love with to die to save the future history. And it was a terrific story, totally original, totally unique to Harlan's vision. And Harlan tells a great story, which is when he was writing for Star Trek, a friend of his who was a writer came to him and said, I just went in and pitched a Star Trek, and I pulled a fast one on them. I basically pitched Flight of the Phoenix as a Star Trek episode, and they didn't notice, and they bought it. And Harlan said, you cheated not only them, but you cheated yourself, because you had a chance to tell a story that was from your heart, that was fresh and a unique vision, and you squandered it just for an easy sale. And that story really stuck with me and really had an impression on me, because now, whenever I write anything, my goals, basically the questions I ask myself to achieve quality are, what comes from my heart? What do I know about? What do I feel strongly about? What do I want to talk about? What's important to me from a personal viewpoint, from my life? What do I care about? Also, in terms of society, politically, socially, are there things I want to comment on? Are there issues that are of importance to me? Beyond that, can I write something that will be of importance in a way that it might inspire others, help others, make them feel less alone, give them hope? And finally you say, well, and how is this fresh in terms of science fiction, in terms of all the science fiction that's been done, all the TV shows and movies and books that I've read and seen? What makes this fresh? What makes this different? What makes this not just something I've seen before? And it all becomes basically a mix, a stew in your soul and in your mind. And if it comes out right, if the ingredients come out right and the cooking comes out right, you emerge with something you can be very proud of, that people will really love and admire and enjoy for decades and perhaps even hundreds of years to come, because we work in this wonderful mass media now. So that's just a little of it. Once we show the new scene and the trailer at Comic-Con, I think we'll be putting it out publicly so people can share it, and I'll post it here so you guys can see it in the weeks to come. But so that's about it. So again, it's the Mr. Sci-Fi channel on YouTube. Please subscribe and comment and share it and like it. We're getting a number of people signing up for it, which I'm very gratified, since we've only started a few days ago. But and also, if you want to comment on what you think quality is, or science fiction that you think has been of great quality, please do. If you want to state controversial opinions, or if you want to say why you don't think quality is important, perhaps you have your own quirky opinions. I'm very open to that. And of course, if anything you want to hear me talk about, I'm glad to hear suggestions and opinions. So until next time, it's Marc Zicree, Mr. Sci-Fi, and also known as Marc Zicree of Space Command. And you can check out spacecommandmovie.com for info on that. And I'll be posting more videos from Comic-Con, so we'll be talking to you very soon. And thanks very much. It's always good talking with you. Bye-bye.